So often we feel tremendously stuck in life because of our mental health, because of the traumas in the body, because of how unwell we feel internally. And sometimes it's so intense and we do anything and everything and nothing changes. And if that's how you're feeling, or that's how you felt, or you've even just been trying to get rid of limiting beliefs that won't go away, then what I'm going to talk about today will help you. There are two things that will 100% keep you stuck in improving your mental health, getting rid of those traumas out of your body if you partake in them. So let's talk about it today. The first thing is I'm going to base it off of this quote that I absolutely love and I've never forgotten about since I've heard. And I know so many people have not forgotten this quote since they heard it because it's such a major perspective shift to what we are used to hearing. And this is going to make some people click off the video. It's going to make those who want to stay in victimhood click off the video. But for those who are really ready to be done, who are really ready to actually change their life, feel better, have better quality of life, those people will stay. So the quote is by, I believe her name is Caroline Elliott: having is evidence of wanting. So sometimes if we're doing everything we can to improve something in our internal state in life and nothing's changing, or it's barely improving, we have to be really honest with ourselves. And I've had to do this to myself numerous times. I'm not talking and sharing this message with no experience and with no, having not experienced it myself. I've had to sit down and ask myself, I've said, Naomi, is there a part of me that actually wants to keep this pain? Is there a part of me that actually doesn't want to let go? And it's really a question that can bring a lot of shame, but I don't want it to bring any shame for you whatsoever, because we all actually, every single person on the planet has some sort of pain that they subconsciously choose to have and keep. Everyone, okay? It's our familiars, what the ego loves. And so I don't want you to be filled with shame. I just want you to become aware of it, because the shame, that feeling of shame, won't actually allow you to change the situation, will only allow you to feel more painful feelings. So get rid of the shame and just ask questions and be so honest with yourself. Having is evidence of wanting. Okay, I have this issue, I have this mental health issue, I have this internal issue that is not improving my life. Is there a chance? Is there a part of me? Is there a part of my subconscious mind that I actually want it there? And that I have it because I want it. And we don't want it for no reason. There's always a reason for it. And so if you still feel shame, here are some reasons that might make you feel better. Sometimes we hold on to pain because that is our identity. And we love the ego. We all have one. Nothing wrong with the ego, but it can become destructive. And when it is destructive, one of the side effects is holding on to identities that we shouldn't hold on to anymore. And what do I mean by identity? Something that is a part of you, that has been a part of you for quite a while, is something that your ego will identify as your identity, and it loves to keep identities, whether those identities serve you. So maybe your identity is someone who has experienced childhood trauma. Maybe your identity is someone who always has the toxic relationships. Maybe your identity is the girl or the boy who's always struggled with their mental health. Maybe your identity is someone who was abused. Maybe your identity is someone who has the hardest life. Be really honest with yourself, and it's absolutely okay if you've held on to the identity, because we have to bring awareness to it and there's no shame in it. But there is a problem with holding on for too long when it's lowering the quality of your life. And so honestly, one of the biggest shifts that can happen is just the allowance that you give yourself to become aware of it. And then you can see it for what it is, and you can allow it to change when it shows up. Oh, that's my old identity. That's just my ego trying to hold on to something that doesn't serve me. I don't actually have to hold on. And I will go through this in more detail in more videos if you still struggle to hold on to that old identity. And the second point, like I said, I would make, maybe you don't feel any resonance as you hear that, but you might as you listen to the second part. Maybe you've done everything you think you can do, and you've gone to the years of therapy, and you feel that frustration. I have been there. That's the only reason why I'm here standing talking about this today. I have 100% been there, where I have experienced a lot of time trying to heal certain things. And the only thing I did, if you resonate with this, let me know. The only thing I actually did in those years, okay, I spent I don't know how many, I would say months. I don't know if I spent years in therapy, so I'd say months, but years trying to heal. The only thing I actually did was I obtained more knowledge. I didn't actually heal anything. I just obtained more knowledge. And the problem, when we only continuously learn about our psychology, when we only continuously learn about how broken we are, how broken we think we are, because we aren't actually broken. You think you're broken, you put yourself in the broken box, you'll never get out. You're not broken, okay? The only thing we're doing is we're obtaining more knowledge about our pain. And that knowledge, what it does when we don't actually shift the pain, is it creates more of it. Because we are continuously, as we learn more and more about it, we are sending a signal to our brain saying, we are broken, we are traumatized, we have been through this, therefore we experience this, and we just learn more of our psychology, we learn about more of our pains. And this could even come from not even learning, but just talking about the pain in the therapist's office instead of actually shifting the pain, just talking. The more we're sending the message that we are broken, we are broken, we are broken, even though it's not true, but we are sending this message that we are. And what that does is it amplifies the pain. It doesn't shift the pain, doesn't change anything. I'm going to turn around because a lot of cars here. It doesn't actually shift anything in your life. You're just accumulating knowledge. You're not healing when you're talking. You're not healing when you're learning. You're just accumulating knowledge about yourself and your pain. So what do we do here? We need to shift the pain. We need to find a tool. We need to find a mechanism. Or we need to just say we're done with identifying, so we can shift the pain, so we can dissolve those trapped emotions, so we can rid trauma from the body. And I have something I'm going to say that is so essential for you to know if you are trying to remove trauma in your body that you've been trying to remove, even if you've done the tools and nothing has helped. I have something really important to say that I have in my next video, that you don't have to be in therapy for years anymore. You don't have to spend months even trying to use these tools that are supposed to really effectively remove the trauma. You don't have to spend that long trying to do those things. That is not necessary whatsoever. So click on this video here and that's going to help you with that. But I hope this resonated. Please let me know in the comments if it did. Again, I made this video for a very targeted audience, and if you felt drawn and you clicked and you watched until the very end, then you are that audience and you are ready to heal. So I'm so grateful you're here. Yeah, thank you for watching.